Hello, I'm Trevor Alonso. With the big game coming up, I decided to watch the recent football horror movie, Him, which made me keep thinking I should have watched a better football movie. This was produced by Jordan Peele, but ads made most people think that he directed it. You can tell the director definitely took inspiration from Peele. The film stars Tyreek Withers as Cameron Cade, a young football player who could be the next big quarterback. Marlon Wayans plays a Tom Brady age type football player who has won 8 championship games named Isaiah White. This movie has a lot of on-the-nose symbolism in it. For example, the football team Isaiah is in is called the Saviors, and their mascot is a goat. To quote Mystery Science Theater 3000, this movie's subtle as a brick to the teeth. I should have watched Any Given Sunday instead. One night when Cam is the last player practicing on the football field, he hits the goalpost with a football. The way they filmed it shaking, I thought the goalpost was gonna fall on him. Nope, instead he sees a football spinning like a top from Inception. By the way, this movie tries to make a football scary like the red balloon from It, or the ball from Ghost Story, which it fails pretty badly in this. Cam is attacked by a crazed fan with a hammer. Cam ends up with a head injury that has left his brain swelling, but the movie doesn't explain it well. I should have watched the replacements. Of course, Cam doesn't get drafted. Isaiah invites Cam to train with him for a week to see if he's in good enough shape to play. Okay, he had a recent head injury. The staples are still in his head throughout the whole movie. I'm more than sure the NFL would have had him sit out. Also, this movie avoids saying the NFL or the Super Bowl. Yeah, I don't want to say that game either, since YouTube often copyright flags those videos just for saying it. Cam goes out to Isaiah's compound out in the middle of the desert. On the way, he sees Isaiah's fans. Someone actually says his fans are like a cult. The line right after that might as well have been, "Get it? Huh? Cam finally gets to the compound, which is a sports compound if it was from The Shining. Long hallways, lots of dark lighting. I mean really dark. There are points that I had to move my laptop screen just to see the picture. I should have watched The Longest Yard. Either one. The first day of training for the most part is normal. Cam meets a medical trainer Isaiah has been with all his career. The trainer injects him with a red liquid. Red liquid in a horror film. I wonder what it is. Of course, the next day of training gets weirder. When running drills, every time Cam misses, or a free agent player drops the ball, Isaiah has a free agent get hit in the face with a football by one of those football tossing machines. It happens so much by the end of the scene, the guy is laying on the ground next to his teeth. Then the guy gets up and starts screaming like a crazy person. Cam is shocked at first by it, but in the next scene, Cam asks Isaiah, "Is what's-his-face okay?" In which Isaiah replies, "If you're calling him what's-his-face, do you really give a F about him?" And that's it. They don't care about the free agents. Basically, the same scene happens later on with a different football practice and different drill. It was basically rinse and repeat. I should have watched Necessary Roughness. Yes, pun intended. At one point, Isaiah is shown having a blood treatment. Cam asks, "What is it?" Isaiah says, "It's to help your blood oxygen. Do you want a hit?" Cam asks, "Isn't it illegal?" Isaiah laughs maniacally. Later on, Cam and Isaiah are in a sauna. Isaiah gives Cam one and only warning throughout the whole movie: "Don't be like me. You're too good." After that, Isaiah walks out. A crazed fan crawls out from underneath the bench, which she had to have snuck in the compound, then sneak into a sauna before they walked in. She then starts attacking Cam, screaming, "We don't want you." Cam throws her down, choking her. He then thinks he killed her, until he sees Isaiah. Then she comes out running to Isaiah. Isaiah grabs her by the throat and tosses her across the room, which kills her. I call bullshit that he was able to toss her that far across the room, and that hard. Then 2 other crazed fans come out covered in white paint, and wearing wacky football head masks, which looks silly. Also, the way they move around reminded me of the putties from Power Rangers, which made it look even more sillier. I should have watched North Dallas 40. Isaiah's wife tells Cam that this sort of thing happens all the time. What? How many crazed fans have they killed? Isaiah's wife invites Cam to the pool with her friends. Cam goes. It's not filmed well. The next day, Cam is woken up by Isaiah with a gun. Isaiah asks Cam if he slept with his wife. Cam replies that he has a girlfriend. Okay, the movie told us early on that he has a girlfriend only once? And I actually forgot by this point of the movie. Isaiah then laughs at him, says it doesn't matter to people like us. So I guess he did have sex with his wife? Also, in a better movie, someone falling for temptation, they would have mentioned a girlfriend more earlier in the movie, or have multiple scenes of temptation with the main guy saying no and then finally falling for it after some resistance. Isaiah takes Cam shooting, which they shoot a bunch of random stuff. Then a mascot costume stuffed is brought out to them to shoot at. Isaiah tells Cam that if he hits it, he'll give him anything, a house or whatever. Cam says, I want to earn what I get. But then after saying that, he says, if I hit this, I keep your wife. At that point, I thought to myself, oh, it's probably Isaiah's wife in the costume. Or the crazed fan. Nope, a better movie would have done that. I should have watched Brian's song. Cam is invited to a secret party with the owners. The medical trainer is there, probably drunk. He says the dumbest line in the whole movie. He says, I sacrificed everything for this. I never see my wife, I never see my kids. Cam looks shocked and says, you never see your kids? The trainer says, I don't have kids, but if I did, I wouldn't see them. Then he tells Cam to run. Of course, he doesn't listen. A lot of strange images happen, most of which you can't really tell what's going on. Throughout the movie, it keeps going into Arkham detective mode. At times, it's hard to tell who's who during it. Then Cam finds the trainer's head on a platter. Okay, before I go into the batshit crazy ending, which really could have been spread out or explained throughout the whole movie, I thought this movie wasn't that good. I left out a lot of stuff that doesn't really matter or need explaining for the story. You can really tell it copies Jordan Peele movies. But if the copier was broken, or had some paper jammed in there, and was running out of ink, the best part is Marlon Wayans' acting. He is really doing a good job playing a bad guy. I hope he plays a bad guy in a better movie soon. Okay, I would say spoilers, but the trailer and poster gives it away. Now for the crazy ending. Cam wakes up on a bed of ice with an IV in his arm full of red fluid. He can't walk. He crawls over to a medical tray. He sees a syringe that says run on it. That is also red. Nothing says this is a good idea, but Cam injects this into his heart, then grabs a trophy to go kill Isaiah. Throughout the movie, Isaiah kept saying he's going to watch some tape. I kind of thought, oh, this is leading up to like a Dorian Gray type thing. Nope. It's revealed he's watching stadium tapes of fans cheering, all in red, because we gotta make it creepy. Isaiah explains the whole time the red stuff that was being injected, you guessed it, blood. I thought at first it could have been drugs or some crazy cult stuff. Nope, it's blood from Isaiah at his peak. Also from the mentor before Isaiah, and before him, and before him. Apparently this goes back to the beginning of the league. When one of these chosen ones has retired, a new him is picked. Isaiah yells out, I am him, and that he doesn't want to retire. Him is a great title for this movie, but I found out the original title was going to be called The Goat, which makes this less of a good movie with all the goat images. That really would have hit you in the head more with the imagery and the title. So apparently now Cam and Isaiah have to fight to the death to see which one goes on. Okay, this fight should have been epic, but it's about 2 minutes long, with chunks of it in slow motion. The fight between the two old men and Up is way better than this. Cam's arm gets broken by Isaiah, but Cam kills Isaiah with a metal football helmet. Cam walks out of the room to a football stadium. Also, for the trailer shot and the poster, we see what's obviously some kind of satanic ritual. Wait. Does this mean Bobby Boucher's mama was right? Foosball is the devil! I should have watched Waterboy instead. The owners of the team are all wearing pig masks or old-fashioned football helmets, including Cam's agent. They all want him to sign a soul away for the team. It's revealed that they had Cam hit in the head so that no other football team would want to draft him. What if that guy who was hitting him in the head had killed him? Or hit him too hard? Why not deal with real football teams and just entice them with more money and a car? Heck, throw in a house. It's also revealed that Cam's dad apparently set this up a long time ago as some kind of deal. It's not clear if they had his dad sacrificed or killed for this deal, but they definitely had some kind of involvement in his dad's death. Cam then refuses to sign. Isaiah's wife gets upset. I guess if Cam signed, she would have gone to him. Doesn't make any sense. Whatever, movie. She has the funniest death when she goes running after him with a dagger and trips and falls and stabs herself in the throat with the dagger. Cam picks up a sword which was in front of him because ceremony and kills all the owners. It's extremely bloody, like the big fight at the end of Kill Bill Volume 1. The main owner's head gets cut off, a geyser of blood comes out. Cam's agent is trying to call for help, but gets no signal. I also don't know what his plan was going to be for calling 911 at this point. Cam is about to kill his own agent, then the agent begs for him to kill him, but Cam walks away. And then Cam's agent is being pulled by some kind of invisible demonic or satanic entity to a satanic star. Then, for no reason at all, his body explodes. Then the credits roll. Up until this point, there isn't like evil magic. Yes, you get a sense there's some kind of cult thing or evilness, which you could have explained to just like, they just being creepy. Then all of a sudden, in the last 10 seconds, demons moving stuff. They could have sprinkled out throughout the movie or something. Also, Cam is able to kill all these people with one good arm and a head injury. This ending could have been the whole movie if they sprinkled this exposition throughout the whole movie. They did cut out an end credits scene, I guess because they figured nobody was going to stay after the credits after this. In that end credits scene, Cam is celebrating a championship with a different team. So he still went on to be a great football player without signing his soul away. But a spinning football is seen, implying that evil is still trying to follow Cam. That could have been easily added to the ending of this movie before the credits. Another ending showing Isaiah is still alive, but scarred and messed up, watching Cam celebrate winning the championship with the Saviors. That ending meaning he signed his soul away? I guess it would have cut out the whole bloody ending. This movie is bad. It's not the worst of 2025. It's not even a so bad it's good movie. Marlon Wayans is the best part of this movie. He really does give it his all, which really brought up my rating on this movie. That's why I give this movie a 3 footballs out of 10. Ugh, I should have watched Little Giants or Air Bud Golden Retriever, or even the Don Knotts football movie Gus, with a donkey playing football. And yes, I know I could have mentioned a bunch of other football movies. Heck, mention some of your favorites in the comment section. Thank you for watching my video.